Standard 7, Subject History. Lesson number 9, The Maratha War of Independence. After the death of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the Marathas fought with great valor with the Mughals under the leadership of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Now, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj was the son of Shivaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj and Maharani Tarabai to protect the Swaraj. Chhatrapati Rajaram Maharaj was the second son of the Shivaji Maharaj. This long war that lasted for 27 years is called Marathas War of Independence. In 1682 CE, Emperor Aurangzeb himself led the invasion of South. Even then, despite enormous difficulties, the Marathas emerged victorious in this struggle. Now, after the death of Shivaji Maharaj, Sambhaji Maharaj and Rajaram Maharaj took charge of the Maratha Empire and they fought with the Aurangzeb. Now, this war is an exciting and glorious period in the history of India. In this chapter, we shall learn about this war of independence. Now, in this chapter, we are going to study about Sambhaji Maharaj and Rajaram Maharaj and his wife Maharani Tarabai. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj was the eldest son of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. He was born on 14 May 1657 on the Purandar fort. Now, after Shivaji Maharaj, he became Chhatrapati, and at that time Marathas were battling against the Mughals. During the same period, Emperor Aurangzeb's son Shahzada Akbar rebelled against his father. Means he started disobeying his father. Rebel means started disobeying. The emperor crushed his rebellion. Then Akbar came to the Deccan to take shelter with Sambhaji Maharaj. Now there was a friendship between Akbar and Sambhaji Maharaj. After the fight with his father, Akbar came to Deccan area and he took a shelter with Sambhaji Maharaj. Then the emperor himself descended on the south in 1682 CE to vanquish Akbar. Then emperor got himself descended on the throne. Okay, who Emperor Aurangzeb, and he had with him a huge army and a powerful artillery. Artillery means the weapons we use in the war. He asked the Siddhi of Janjira to undertake an expedition against the Marathas. Now here expedition means the movement against the Marathas. He also won over the Portuguese to his side. Consequently, Sambhaji Maharaj had to face many adversaries at one and the same time. Adversaries means difficulties at one at the same time, because Portuguese were also with the Aurangzeb. Then Siddhi of Janjira also was with the Aurangzeb. So that's why so many difficulties he has to face. The reign of Sambhaji Maharaj marks the first chapter of Maratha War of Independence after Shivaji Maharaj. Reign means duration of Sambhaji Maharaj when he was king. Shivaji Maharaj had given him excellent education in civil administration and military campaigns. Sambhaji Maharaj had begun to take interest in the administration of the state and the command of the army from the age of 14 years. Means since he was 14 years of age, he was looking into the administration of the Swaraj. While he was still a prince, he had led attacks on many territories of the Mughals and the Adil Shah. Then the French traveller Abbe Carey says that even though the prince is young, he is courageous and brave like his father was famous for. Now this French traveller says about Sambhaji Maharaj that he is courageous means brave like his father, that is Shivaji Maharaj. When Sambhaji Maharaj became Chhatrapati, the war with the Mughals became fiercer, means more intense, and Aurangzeb wanted to occupy regions from Kabul to Kanyakumari and create a grand unified Mughal empire. Means from north to south he wanted to acquire the land, but in between Marathas came on the Deccan plateau, so he could not form his empire from north to south. But Sambhaji Maharaj shattered his dreams with his bravery and military skills. Shattered means destroyed his dreams, the dreams of Aurangzeb. Troops of the Maratha army attacked many of the Mughal territories. Though the emperor's generals tried very hard for a long time, they couldn't win the Maratha fort of Ramsej near Nashik. Thus Sambhaji Maharaj's valor brought Aurangzeb to his knees. To his knees means he defeated Aurangzeb, and once he removed his turban in frustration and threw it on the floor. That means Aurangzeb was so desperate to kill Sambhaji Maharaj that he got frustrated and he threw his turban on the floor. He took a vow that until he had vanquished Sambhaji, he would not wear his turban, and Sambhaji Maharaj had rendered Aurangzeb helpless to this extent. Aurangzeb thought that once the Maratha forts were captured, their rule too would come to an end, and so he put a siege around Ramsesh fort near Nashik. Now Aurangzeb's army was huge and the Maratha army was small, but they fought with perseverance. The siege continued for the next 5 years, and this bravery of a handful Maratha soldiers was unparalleled. This resistance offered by the Marathas made Aurangzeb realize the difficulty of fighting with them. Thank you.